Can you hear me now? It seems I might be having some communication issues once again. Oh, great. You guys can see me. Congrats. Congrats. That's great. That's great. I will start my address now then. Ladies and gentlemen of the Galactic Senate, today we stand on the precipice of an unprecedented era. An era where the stars themselves bear witness to the choices we make as a united galaxy. It is with a grave sense of responsibility that I address you, knowing that the fate of countless lives, worlds, and civilizations hang in the balance. We have an opportunity before us to rise above the discord that has plagued our past and to forge a future where the light of freedom shines undiminished by tyranny. The ex-chancellor's lust for power extended even to the ancient force known as the Leviathan, a power so immense and ancient that it commands the very fabric of existence itself. But let us not be blinded by the allure of such power, and let us not assume that this is a definitive opportunity that the ex-chancellor, has in his hands at this point in time. Power unchecked can corrupt even the most virtuous hearts, and it is galaxy to wield power with wisdom, to temper it with compassion, and to ensure that its influence is wielded in service of the greater good. The threat of an evil empire built on fear and oppression is real, but it is not insurmountable. We have faced challenges before, and through cooperation, determination, and indomitable spirit that resides within each of us, we have triumphed. Let this moment be a rallying cry, a call to arms not for conflict but for unity. Let us stand shoulder to shoulder, species beside species, united against the darkness that seeks to divide us. And as we deliberate on the steps to be taken, let us remember the words of unity, equality, and justice that have guided us through these ages. Let our decisions reflect the values we hold dear, and let our actions pave the way for a future where our galaxy is a beacon of hope, a sanctuary of peace, and a testament to the strength that lies in diversity. Together, we can overcome the ex Chancellor's malevolent legacy, turning the tides of darkness and steering our galaxy toward a brighter tomorrow. Do not be swayed by the ex Chancellor, and let this Senate session mark the beginning of a new chapter, one in which we rise above adversity, uphold the principles that bind us, and ensure that the ex Chancellor's sinister designs are consigned to the depths of history. Thank you, senators, for allowing me to address you all with that opening speech. I wanted to come here today with a purpose to remind each other how strong we are together, and also with an opportunity to perhaps share what has occurred in a little bit of more of a deeper sense with those who might have been unable to join the previous event that all of this information had been shared. Excuse me, I've got a little bit of a tickle in my throat. I'm going to have to get a galactic cough drop. Yes, there's still how we're handling sore throats and coughs here in 2069. This tea is just not getting the job done. So please excuse me while I might need to take a drink every now and then. I have been reading that the ex chancellor has been trying to sway people in his direction, not only in our previous discussion, but also in the comms portal in between then and now. I am concerned by some of the interest from some of the senators to quote unquote join the dark side. However, I truly believe if any senators are lost within his reach and are consumed by darkness, perhaps did not belong in this group in the first place. Each and every step of the way, we have allowed for opportunities for galactic senators to prove themselves worthy of this role, worthy of this opportunity. And everyone that is here right now has found themselves worthy. You were purposefully selected to enter this world and enter this Senate. And as we've been moving along with each vote week after week, the numbers of the Galactic Senate have dwindled, and only the strongest remain. We have done this with a purpose. The purpose is to ensure that the senators who last through this entire process are the ones who deserve to be here. I believe that the vast majority of you do deserve to be here, but I do feel we may lose a few more senators here between now and the time that the first pilots arrive to each and every one of your wallets. As far as the ex chancellor goes, I've actually slept quite well since that first event. I actually found myself waking up at I think it was 3:30 Eastern Galactic time, laughing, thinking about how pathetic the ex chancellor's attempts to fearmonger this Senate into concern. What has he accomplished? Nothing. He's created some clone army that we don't even know if he knows how to lead correctly. Obviously, he's shown himself already to be a poor leader, an incapable leader, and he's threatened us with the possibility that he might have the Leviathan under his control. And it is clear to me that I think he is the one communicating with that ancient beast at this time. But my confidence level in him not being able to unlock its powers for his own personal use is quite high. I agree. I think we should. Senator Goku, I am noting that. I can't pin in the voice chats, but I will remember that. Thank you for that motion. Perhaps we put that up for uh, a vote in the next event. Or maybe I'll put it even in the Senate docket. I'll think of something creative, but I do like that motion, Senator Goku. But back to where I was, what I was saying. If any of the senators fall for that feeble attempt, whilst slick with the tongue, I will have to say it was a whole lot of nothing being said by the ex-chancellor there. Telling us that we haven't achieved anything besides loss of life is a complete falsity. We've had success after success after success in GV-001 and GV-002, of which of those he laughed at us and told us we made poor choices. GV-003 results would have been overwhelmingly positive besides Mission C. The name of the planet is escaping me as I'm just chatting with you all here. I'm just fairly insensitive as your sergeant of arms, but it's been a big week. What was the planet we ended up losing at this time? Yes, it was Draco 9. Unfortunate for them, but uh, planets, both the other planets that we saved at that time, the first one was at 100% success with planet Seraph, and that was due to us utilizing the correct resources, not just manpower, not just, I don't even think the ex-chancellor can even call it manpower. I'll say clone weird creature power, whatever he's trying to gather over on his end of the galaxy. They wouldn't have been able to achieve success at Seraph. We would have had significant success at planet Cygnus if he wouldn't have had gotten in the way and started communicating with the Leviathan for the incorrect reasons. Once that communication between ourselves and the Leviathan was cut off, is where the damage occurred and where the risk currently still lies. And as I mentioned in our previous event, Planet Draco was lost up to this point. The citizens, there was 20% of the citizens of that planet ended up perishing. We have them in our thoughts, but we also have been able to get the rest of those citizens off that planet and into other safe areas at this time. And we actually unlocked an opportunity that we can potentially restore that planet with the Luminous Orianus amulet in GV-006. As you can see here, the backstory from Arkan Valeria. He used, the amulet for purifying light beams that heal injuries, cleanse toxins, and resurrect barren planets. So perhaps we have an opportunity to do right by the planet Draco 9 still yet. And if that becomes a reality, that is just further evidence that we as a Galactic Senate can continue to make strong decisions as long as we stay united and approach this in a much a comprehensive and well thought out manner. And I think that happens through great discussions throughout the week in the comms portal. And then even more important within the debate structure, I think we've seen how the impact of swaying senators, and I wouldn't even say swaying, perhaps enlightening them to each other's points of view to find some common ground. It seems as though the majority ends up landing on a decision that up to this point I don't see any fault in. I do anticipate some of the results of the mission for the quantum splinter. Some more information will be coming before the next vote that's scheduled early next week, so keep an eye out for that. I think that might unlock even some more opportunities to overcome whatever the chancellor has thrown our way, and just another testament to another great decision. I think hopefully everything coming in so far has been positive within that result. So well done there, senators. I'll have a clearer and much more direct report very soon. So I hope that each and every one of you senators are sleeping well. I hope that none of you are easily swayed by good healthcare plans, dental plans. If you are, perhaps, you don't belong here, but I hope that you listen to the voices of the other senators and do not allow your selfish needs and your own desires overpower the collective unit, the collective mission that we have here as Senate committee. And don't forget about how powerful it is to feel as though you're part of something greater than just yourself. The only reason why the ex-chancellor would want any of us to come to his side is to simply weaken us as a galactic senate. He doesn't care about you. He only cares about diddling his clone army and chatting with a Leviathan, probably just via text message at this point. He's probably just slid into the Leviathan's DMs. Probably what pissed him off so much. Why do I hate good healthcare? Because it causes high taxes. Oh no, you didn't say free healthcare. Oh, yeah, someone said free healthcare. The other one said good healthcare. Those are very different things. Um, it's an interesting debate. Perhaps that we stick away from that one as it can get quite political, and that is not part of this galaxy's mission. He's just diddling the drones. I've got my drone. I've got my drone army. That's not what he sounds like. I can't make the same voice as he does. Um, but what I can say is that we have no idea what we don't even know what these drones look like. They're probably missing arms and fingers. And I don't know. I don't have a lot. The ex-chancellor just doesn't scare me. If I'm 100% honest with each and every one of you, there is nothing about the ex-chancellor that strikes any fear in me. He has proven no ability and no capacity to deliver on anything that I would value as strong leadership and positive outcomes. Ex Chancellor, Senator JJ. Senator JJ, it seems as though you're sticking up for this ex Chancellor. Perhaps you are not worthy of being in the Senate, Senator. If you're already swayed by that fecal attempt, healthcare is needed. You know what, Senator JJ, if you're dying, I understand. If you're really needing healthcare that bad, I'm sorry. There should be a lot of private options out there for you as well. I don't think you need to sell your soul to the Emperor, as he so likes to call himself, in order to get that done. Unbelievable. We're talking about saving the galaxy here, and you're thinking about healthcare. Do you think that I don't even know where to start here? So disappointing. Living. What's the point of living if your soul has turned dark and is consumed by the worst power in this world and in this galaxy? That's true, Senator and Junko. We do have free energy, unlimited energy sources. I mean, you know what? I think I'm going to have to talk to the chair of healthcare. I actually don't think that this is a battle between myself and the Emperor, as he so likes to call himself, self proclaimed. Um, I think this has to do with the chair within the healthcare system. I'm going to follow up with her immediately and unlock. I make a promise to you all right now that I will completely unlock the best healthcare plan that each and every one of you can ever, could ever need. Galleon. Don't speak his name. Disgusting. Almost just puked in my tea. What a punk. Oh, I've got a clone army. Yeah, so what? Get fucked, mate. So excuse me. That's my Australian accent from back in the day coming out here from planet Earth. But got some drone army. He's diddling and got the Leviathan under his power. Give me a break. So what? You'll probably start DMing the Leviathan, and he'll probably eat you the second that you probably catfish the fuck out of him. Agree to meet him somewhere, and then eat his face off. What a joke! What's he done? He was a chancellor for a real chancellor for 1 week. Unbelievable. After that, he just did whatever he wanted. I was the one who actually really was trying to get as many of the results as possible done to you. I was the one hosting the debates and handling everything. He was just there diddling his drone army while I was keeping this thing as close knit and running a tight ship as possible here, making sure that good decisions were at least being influenced and supported and followed through upon. Yeah, and quite an not the best looking beast out there either. I must say, if I look at the most recent announcement, I can see why the Leviathan might be attempting to catfish. If I'm quite honest, but I'm sure ex Chancellor Galleon uh, swiped right with the Leviathan. Is that correct? I actually haven't used a dating app in a good 8 to 10 years, so I don't even know how those work. Uh, but I would assume that he would have liked to have matched with a Leviathan. Hmm. Yeah, I can see that happening, Senator Njunka. Super like. Oh, there's a super like swipe now, hey? Yeah, Galleon definitely swiped up then for the Leviathan. I think that's going to be the role for today. Very interested to see where this communication with the Leviathan turns out for ex piece of shit Chancellor Galleon. Piece of shit. Senator JJ. I feel as though you are heading down a dark, dark path. I am proud of you for not having missed a vote up to this point. I'm wondering as why you were so easily swayed. It's quite disappointing. A name so nice, named you twice, but your brain seems to be taking a break on you, sir. Also, the last thing I probably want to lead with here, unless anyone would like to join me up on stage to, I guess, help me rally the senatorial troops, some might say. Maybe, maybe it would be great to hear from senators pleading for a vote of confidence, a sense of a sense of bonding and togetherness through these what some might feel a difficult time, but uh, I have no fear at this point in time. I believe we have the galaxy set up in a situation where whatever the ex chancellor has to say or do or is attempting to do, we will overcome quite easily. I like the potential opportunity of the quantum splinter. I like the potential opportunity for the two trinkets that we just voted for in GB-006. The more I reread those options, the better I felt about the decisions that we made. I think it allows us to create a very balanced galaxy without overstepping any unnecessary enforcement or use of power that is too overwhelming for the needs within our galaxy at this time and forever. I actually hope that, and I hope the ex chancellor is listening. I hope he goes and tries to grab the Dominion circlet and then becomes absolutely consumed by complete darkness, and then goes and just diddles his drones in a cave somewhere for the rest of his life. If he's not there already, which I is my assumption. I'm assuming he's in a dark cave diddling drones and DMing the Leviathan after swiping up on its ugly picture. That's what he's doing. If anyone can mid journey that, uh, please send it to me. It does not look as though any senators want to join us up on stage. I will stay up on stage for 5 more minutes minimum, as I have promised other senators that each and every event will at least last 30 minutes in case other people are diddling things instead of joining us in here. We have to give them that respect and allow them the opportunity to jump in and hear what we have to say. I think most of them like to just grab the relics. They don't like it if I end it too soon because then they can't quite grab it. But that's okay. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that because I'm a cool sergeant of arms. Are you allowed to be cool if you call yourself cool? Yes, I'm cool. I don't use words like dope or what are the kids using these days to call each other cool? I don't even know. I probably just need to listen to an ether Twitter Spaces, and I'd probably find out the lingo pretty quickly. Good morning, Senator Baba. Pow. Yeah, that's pretty dope. I gotta be honest there. That is sweet. That is very sweet. That sword looks like it's a bit warm. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure he should be wearing a glove. I guess he has horns. Perhaps he's uh, cold-blooded. It's already heated up and doesn't quite feel that. I'm gonna have one more of these, not tease. Another event here between now and when the next vote goes live. Between now and then, I will have an update on GB-004 in each and every one of you, and we could discuss that too. That's okay, Senator Drow. Senator Circles, I've just been discussing how my fear level of the ex-chancellor is slim to none. I have been sleeping well. I have been reassured by the majority of the conversation happening in the comms portal and within our last event, understanding that the senators know where their value lies as a collective unit and being a part of something greater than themselves. And the more I reflected on the debate or conversation, I'd like to say, I had with the ex chancellor last time, all of his attempts to try and diminish what we've done as a Galactic Senate is focusing on all the wrong details and proving that what we've done up to this point is extremely strong. What we've done up to this point would have been even stronger if it wasn't for him intervening into specifically the results of GB-003 and the Leviathan, and the success that we had from GB-001 to GB-003 thus far was done despite him, not with his leadership influence. I called for the Senate to remain united. I called for them to come together and remind themselves of the greatness that they have within themselves, which is why they are still here and have been able to achieve the outcomes and achieve the status of remaining as a galactic senate and having these responsibilities. We've, We're very picky with our selection here when this world started, and we've taken that very, very uh, high-profiled user, allowed them the opportunity to become a galactic senator, and then we've even dwindled that even further through different uh, expectation setting and some might say even cutthroat removal of roles. So hashtag don't simp for Galleon. He is the current update that I have from our most recent report is that the ex-chancellor is in a dark cave somewhere, diddling his clone army and DMing the Leviathan on a dating app after he swiped up on the beast. So far, things are feeling okay on our end. I'm not sure if he can actually deliver on anything. Stick together, y'all. Also opened up the floor for anyone who wanted to come up on stage and help be what's the word? A uniting, to put together a bit of a pitch or a speech for allowing senators to remind themselves of the power of being part of a group rather than focusing on individual achievements and selfish needs and desires. But no one took that opportunity, so I did for myself. Yeah, Galleon's in a dark place. We thought Lemon Boy, whilst he experienced something I wouldn't wish on any other alien or species, where Galleon is now, I have almost have empathy for him. How was your Senator and Junka had a birthday yesterday? How was your birthday festivities, Senator? Speaking of getting pissed, I also I think on my Friday night events, I need to maybe put the scotch down after a couple and move to beers. I've been waking up pretty foggy on Saturday mornings, if I'm quite honest with you, Senators. Wrong end of the galaxy, but you all know what I'm talking about. Oh, that's good, Senator Junker. I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. Father's Day weekend this weekend. I'm coming out of character too much. Father's Day weekend here on the planet that I'm residing on. What's the planet that I'm residing on? Sorry, let's go. There was let's see, very first vote. I wonder if it says what planet I'm from. Should probably know this. I know I believe in balance. No. All right. Let's have some fun with this. I don't see. Does not show which planet I'm from. They're actually coincidentally on the same days, Australia, USA. But anyways, um, let's see. Which planet is Sergeant Vega? Which planet should I be from? Planet. I always want to say. Everyone always says my name as Vegas. So let's see. Planet Vega. Perhaps that could be the planet I'm from. Too similar, perhaps. Maybe we can find a fun way to have some fun with that. All right, senators. If no one's going to join me up on stage, let me give out a role for this. Settings, roles. Create role. Wipe. Text. Wipe. No. Nebula Sanctum. Oh my gosh, it's at the very top. Unbelievable. I went straight to the political philosophy and ideals. That's a great catch there, Senator. Well done. Thank you very much. Nebula Sanctum is where I'm from. Yes, that's very true. Got him. Unbelievable. Um, yes, thank you for clearing that up. All right, let me give out the roll for everyone here. Everyone's busy. I love it. I love it. Just don't be too busy to forget about your responsibilities here within this world. We made a little bit of a change to our role distribution bot where we can actually give roles and check the success of the roles being distributed to ensure that everyone who deserves it shall get it. So it requires a little bit more let me paying attention here. But here we go. 159 users. I'm always curious to see when the next person comes in and who just missed out on it. Senator Drow, I have been traveling the galaxy so frequently lately that my home planet, it did slip my mind. No need to apologize, Senators. If you're sitting on a can, if you're working, if you're traveling, it means that you're doing the work that you need to get done for the planets that you are representing, and also showing your commitment to tuning in to hearing me discuss this and working together as a united front. This is very reassuring once again that there's nothing that we can't overcome, that the ex-chancellor piece of shit clone diddler Leviathan DMer can come up with. We got this. Let's stick together. Y'all are busy. Y'all are real busy. Okay, thank you very much for joining me, Galactic Senate. There's going to be another one of these events between now and then. I will have an update on GB-004 typed out, sent to you all for us to debate even further. That, I believe, is the vote that was going to unlock information about. Oh no, that's sorry, we don't need to do an update on GB-004. That's on the pilots. Sorry, GB-005 surrounding the quantum splinter, I do believe. Is that correct? No. Is it? Which one was that one? I'm a little all over the place today. Oh no, that's update for. Someone help me out here. Yes, comics was 5. Where's the quantum splinter one? Sorry, I'm on my phone as well, so it's a little bit harder to be jumping around and looking at everything. Can anyone look that up for me quick? Was it the first one? I'm trying to read these on my phone quickly. Yes, it was. It was the first one. That's why I didn't look back far enough. So I will have an update on the Quantum Splinter after our successful mission on Calm on Cerberus. Um, that's why it was. I thought it was more recent, but it was well an update on GB-001. Um, yes, so I'm excited to show you what that winning vote will unlock. And I know that you all are eager to find that out. No, my phone's okay. It's just being on voice and then jumping from Discord channel to Discord channel and then trying to read all of the different voting options is just not the most fun. So, Senator JJ, I am ready for you to join the Emperor's side. We do not need you if you're going to be this toxic representative for whatever planet you currently are representing. I am of the mindset that those senators who are deserving to be here will see past the, if I'm quite honest with you, absolutely piss poor attempt of the ex-chancellor, whilst he is quite slick with his tongue, provided no actual proof of accomplishing anything other than a fear-mongering approach. If you have fallen victim to that, my assumption is that you are not worthy of being a part of this Senate. And the strongest senators will remain, and together, united within that front, we will make the best decisions that we possibly can together, just like we have every step of the way up until now. You know, if the ex-chancellor was in power, Senator JJ, you know what he would do right now? He'd strip you of your senatorial role, but I am going to give you another opportunity to hopefully stray in the best direction possible. I recommend that you talk with your senators at this time, other senators within this room. Remind yourselves of what the importance is within your role. And if you're needing some guidance, I recommend having a chat with them, as it seems as though you might be falling victim to the ex-chancellor's desperate attempts to try and sway some senators away from this collective unit. I already told you that the healthcare system is going to be improved. I'm going to talk to the chair. Okay? I'm going to talk to him. Do it quickly. Fine, I'll call him. I'll call her right now. Senator JJ, yes. Actually, yeah, that is interesting. Did I ever tell you which one I voted for that one? I actually voted for humans in that one. But my vote only counts as one, as just as yours all did. Senator Circles is still wondering if a goat pilot is going to be a thing. I can actually provide you guys a bit of. Can I actually spill this alpha yet? What can I say? What can I say? Here's what I can say. We have chosen. We have chosen. We have chosen. I want to choose my words very carefully. Here, senators, hold on one second. Okay. I think I can know how I can say this. We have chosen intelligent animals and droid pilots as our first pilots. Correct? Now, what that entails is we need to, and as we have shared, we need to scour the galaxy. Is scour the right word? Travel the galaxy and find which animals and which droid pilots are worthy of serving in that first series of pilots. The majority of those have been chosen, but we still need to discover others. I will leave it at that. I will also say one more thing. Some of the decisions, actually, each and every one of the decisions that actually every single decision that we have made up until this point has actually impacted the experience of either the first collection, the next collection, or the experiences across our roadmap, across our galaxy. Now, those opportunities do not will continue with the future vote, will impact this world as well. But there's also some other things that need to be accomplished. And I will leave it at that. Yes, this started roughly 50 minutes ago. And I said I was going to close down 16 minutes ago, but I have been intrigued by the conversation here. But I hope that allows you all to understand that there's still work to be done as far as sourcing our first pilot, sourcing the animals and the droids within our first pilot fleet, first fleet of pilots. All right, I feel comfortable with that share. I feel like I won't hang up this phone and be like, should I have said that? No, plenty good. That's it, Senator JJ. Your time as senator is done. Kidding. But didn't the truth come out there, senators? Didn't the truth of what he truly wants come out quite quickly? Perhaps healthcare is not the end all be all for Senator JJ. That was pretty funny. All right, y'all. Senator JJ, just know that I appreciate you. I am here for you through this journey. Senator Kabi is asking why. Why what? Senator JJ, if you need anything, my DMs are always open, unlike the ex-chancellor whose DMs are filled with him flirting and sending feet pics to the Leviathan. I'm sure he's probably run out of data. Probably doesn't even know how to run his phone plan. I think you do need some guidance, Senator JJ. And some health care, it sounds like, which is a fair concern. I'm wondering, Senator Kabi said why and has not said anything since then. I'm going to do a bit of just bear with me 1 second, Senators. Just going to do a little something. Okay, we're in the clear there. I had a suspicion about something, but perhaps not.
All right, Senators, this was a lot of fun. I feel as though I hope that my message has gotten across and has implemented some confidence as you all as a collective unit, has reminded you the importance of being a part of something greater than yourselves within this Galactic Senate, and a reassuredness that the decisions we have made each and every step of the way have been actually very, very successful. Don't allow the ex-chancellor to throw doubt into your minds. I have been sleeping well, and I am responsible for whatever outcome the ex-chancellor, but or of the danger that whatever the ex-chancellor is going to propose to us, that falls on me, and I'm still sleeping like a like a log. I think some people snoring like a log, sleeping like a I don't know. My brain's a little fried after today. I even sounded a bit southern just then. Uh, Bump on the log. Galactic Senator. There it is. There's my voice. Hello, Galactic Senators. Now, goodbye, Galactic Senators.